All right, beautiful people, my name is Salvador Chang, and I want to welcome you back to the channel. For those of you who do not think I'm with the send, this video is for you. Obviously, we are in the trampoline park, and we are practicing exits. Why are we practicing exits? Because these people are going to jump off a bridge for the first time. They've never jumped off a bridge before. They're going to do what we call base jumping. Now we're walking to the Holiday Lodge Hotel. This is where all the base jumpers got together for Bridge Day 2022 this year, where they're packing, they're congregating, we're partying, we're doing all these things. But basically, this is the main hub that's going to be for this weekend. As you can see, there's literally people lining the hallways, packing their base parachutes. And now we're doing check-in. This is basically where you check in, you get registered for the event, and then you're going to do gear checks the whole nine. But I just want to give you a scope and a view of like exactly the feeling of all the people there. They had like a whole conference room. There was vendors. A lot of really influential and important people from the base community were there, and they're also giving first base jump classes, as you can see here with Scotty Bob himself. So yeah, I just wanted to give you an overview of literally we took over the hotel. There was nothing but base jumpers in there. And then once again, this is later in the night. It was Friday night, and then Saturday we jumped. So this is Friday night, and everybody's doing gear checks and then making sure their gear's ready for the next morning. All right, so now that the gear checks are done and everybody's ready for Saturday Bridge Day, they officially shut down the bridge for from, I want to say 9 in the morning till 3, if I can remember correctly. But look at all the base jumpers. We're all outside of the Holiday Lodge. We're all waiting to get picked up by the bus. And then from the bus, they're going to shuttle us to the bridge, and then we can jump off a bridge, as you're seeing right now. That was the first jump for Bridge Day 2022. They did a 2-way. It was beautiful, obviously. This is wild. Like, literally, this is my life. There's a bunch of people waiting in line to jump off of this bridge. It only happens once a year. It's super special, and it's fall. Like, the weather's beautiful. Like, I don't know, I'm from Florida, so this was like, I don't really see seasons, so this was very exciting for me. On another note, this is going to be Andrew's first base jump. As you can see, he's going handheld. Super proud of him. He jumps, throws his pilot chute, and then there it is. So that was Andrew's first base jump. Officially so proud of these people, as you can tell. And then this blows my mind. Andrew, for his second base jump, went off the scissor lift, which is an extra 50 feet above. Like, who does that? Anyway, props to him. This is going to be Ari's first base jump ever. As you can see, he's a little nervous, which I can understand, dude. I was shitting myself my first base jump. So he's going toes, toes, toes. He's trying to put his toes over the edge. He has his pilot chute in his hand, which is called a handheld. And then he's going to jump. And then after he jumps, he's going to throw his pilot chute to catch air and then pull his base rig. So that exit is so solid. As you can see there, he jumped. And this is like my point of view from inline. I filmed it. Look at that delay. Man, I love that. So yeah, he jumps, throws it. It's good to go. So now he's a base jumper. Like, officially jumped off a bridge. Here's his second base jump. As you can see, he went stowed. A little head high, but still got it done. Proud of you, Ari. You killed it. Absolutely crushed it out there, boy. And now this is another point of view from Ari. As you can see, he's putting his toes over the edge, barely, but I mean, if you look closely, they're there. And then he counts it down and jumps. So there's another point of view of that last jump that we just saw from the course instructor. Now, moving forward, we're going to go ahead and see that he actually made the news, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, that's another clip of him. People did land in the water. But this is going to be Kyra's first base jump. There's Scotty Bob, her instructor. If you don't know, he's a legend. Just Google search or YouTube Scotty Bob. You'll see what I'm talking about. But this is Kyra. She's going to do a handheld as well. This is her first base jump ever. Count it down. Jumps. Great body position. Great delay. And then tosses the pilot chute. Catches air. And she's officially a base jumper. Let's go. This is going to be, I think, her third in the day. I think she got 3 in. Toes over the edge. Super confident. Sends it. And then, of course, she does it. She goes deep. Takes a deep delay. Pitches pilot chute. Good to go. So yeah, as you can see, if you look down there, there are boats in the water just in case people do land in the water. Now, fast forwarding to me, Scotty Bob is giving me the green light. Mateo's on my right-hand side, making sure I'm filming. It's my turn to go. I'm waiting for the big, tall guy to tell me it's my bridge, and then I'm going to send it.
Fuck yeah!
So I've never done a double before, and I wanted to start off Bridge Day with a double because there's so much altitude. The bridge is almost 900 feet, so I was like, yeah, I've done singles off of the prime bridge, which is like half the size. So I was like, I'll send a double for my first jump, and it went flawlessly, as you can tell. And now I'm just trying to make it to the landing area and not jump in the water because it's kind of cold. So yeah, I'm making it to landing area. Everything's good there. You can see a target. They were actually giving away $500 to the person who had the best accuracy for the whole day. But obviously that wasn't me, but I stayed dry, so I'm happy on that one. And then if you look closely at the top, Mateo, who was actually one of the wingsuit boys from Miami, he backed me up. I love Mateo, hands down. He's a super great guy. heart of gold. But yeah, he backs me up so you can see him coming in. He also stays dry, which is great. I don't think he got wet their whole day, so props to him on that. As you can tell, the stoke was real. So I mean, it's great time out here, truly. So now this is going to be a different view of the first jump, the DSLR one. This is going to be a double gainer as well. The same exact jump from last time. I just wanted to show you guys because this footage is absolutely crispy, and we'll get to later in the video exactly who shot this footage, and I'm going to shout him out, and he also has some clips in the video. So now what I want to go ahead and show you guys is the view from the landing area of the bridge, so you can get the magnitude and actually see how big the bridge is. Obviously, they had paramedics and ambulances at the bottom just in case anybody got hurt. And they also had tree climbers. As you can see, that canopy is in a tree. So once everybody landed in the landing area or you went in the water, you had to walk up to like the packing area, which was over the railroad tracks.
That was a glorious gainer, bro. Double? Yeah. A little dub?
I done a triple if I'm being honest.
Yeah, honestly. Yo, you should have done a double. You were like, I know. Yeah, you pulled late. Oh, that was gnarly. Oh, man.
So if you're wondering who's giving me the interview right now, that's actually Nick Hugh, and he's the one with the DSLR, the one who shot this shot as well. Great guy, and I'll show some of his footage later in the thing. But this is Mateo right now. This is him when he was backing me up when I did my double, and when he went right behind me. He did a nice clean single. That was his first aerial, so props to him on that. I mean, once again, this is a really safe place to do your first gainer. There's so much altitude. And then later in the day, he did this, which is super impressive, which is a handstand off of the bridge. Obviously, he went into a flip. And then he also did the catapult. There was a human catapult there, which I'm glad he was able to get on because that thing was absolutely gnarly. And speaking of it, this is not him, but this is another one of my friends sending it off the human catapult. And as you'll see here in a second, I bought a ticket and I got on the human catapult, because how are you going to go to Bridge Day and not send the human catapult? Like, I mean, it's a human catapult off of a bridge. Like, these are dreams, honestly, dreams to reality. Like, I remember watching videos of this and being like, man, if only I could do that. And now we're doing it, which is so crazy. The boys hyping me up, dapping me up, getting me ready for the jump. I am pooping my pants, if I'm being honest with you. You'll see me do this like weird thing where I'm shaking my hands, rubbing my hands together. Somebody was like, why are you rubbing your hands together? Because I'm scared, okay? But it was so much fun. So there you guys go. As you can see, I went off the human catapult. I did a double front flip, which in my opinion was super clean. And then I held it for a little bit and I took a bit of a delay and I pitched low so I couldn't make the landing area. And this was my first trip into the water. I ended up making 2 trips into the water throughout the day. But if you're curious on how this works, yes, I'm completely soaked. And yes, I do have my phone and my keys on me. Mistake number 1. But 2, the boats pick you up so fast. There's like 6, 7, 8, maybe even 9 boats in the water. And they're ready to pick you up on a moment's notice at the drop of a hat. So big props to them. Big props to the whole Bridge Day staff. There was a bunch of volunteers there. Like, they nailed it. A1 plus 1. Like, it was super safe. At no point did I ever feel like I was in danger there. And as you can see here, there's other people landing in the water as well. And they were actually recommending that the water landing is the safest landing throughout the day. Because you're not going to hurt yourself. Because there were people who landed on the rocks and plowed in and kind of injured and broke their legs. And me and Mateo saw some crazy stuff that day. There was definitely some carnage. But now I'm soaked and I rode the boat, and now you do the walk of shame, which is part of it. I mean, you got to go dry off your gear, but this is it. So remember earlier those crispy, beautiful shots with the DSLR that looked just like a movie quality? This is from this guy. This man's name is Nick Hugh, and that was a beautiful back layout gainer type. And then obviously he did some more jumps, so I'm just going to include all of those because why not? I mean, this is like a special guest feature in the video. Obviously it's a 2-way, and 2-ways are kind of interesting because you have to coordinate who's going to pull first, who's going to be the late guy.
Love you, bro!
Honestly, Nick's commentary is hilarious, and you'll see later in a little bit, like literally 30 seconds into the video, his commentary is great. Another 2-way, a beautiful executed layout gainer, and then of course the low man pulls. It's beautiful. But yeah, he's also doing a vlog, which is pretty sick, and I can't wait for him to publish that, and I might like link it in the description below. So if you see it, click it, check it out, watch it, see what he has to say about it. Different perspectives is great. But yeah, this is the scissor lift, and I ended up doing a scissor lift jump as well. The views are absolutely crazy.
Ready? Steady, go. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Holy
This man's commentary absolutely cracks me up. Look at him doing a dance. I love this energy. This is the energy I'm talking about. Now this is Heather and Brian. Heather and Brian are going to be a two-way. This jump is so special to me because these are like the individuals who actually helped me get into base. They mentored me and like guided me, taught me how to pack, like the whole nine. And then obviously Miles Dasher as well, but like they played a big role. This is Kobe. If you know me from like OG and you watched all my videos in the past, Kobe literally just did a Heelys jump off of the bridge, which is hilarious, but Kobe's a day one. I love that kid. And then one of his friends backed him up again in the Heelys, which is sick in my opinion. I wish I had a pair of Heelys. And now that the special guest edition of the video is over, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video with this last jump from the scissor lift. This is going to be me, my POV. I was so scared. I'm not going to lie. Like, not only are we on an 800-foot bridge, but now we're like jumping off of an extra 50-foot. So at this point, we're like 900. I'm looking at her. I'm checking, making sure that I'm good. Like my GoPro's on, obviously. And then Heather actually suggested this because I was going to do a flat and stable. But Heather was like, no, don't do that. Like, just do a back layout. So I did a super slow-mo gainer. You'll see me kind of just lay it out. I jump, stiffed out, gone, pitched, good to go, just like that. And then on this one, I did kind of mess up the landing pattern. So I ended up landing in the water, unfortunately. So this is my second jump, or my third jump of the day, but my second time landing in the water. So for those of you who want to see it, because you're super curious about me landing in the water, here it is. Obviously, my canopy was dry. I laid it out to dry, but now it's getting wet all over again. And then the boats pick me up. But as you'll see here, they're super quick and they are on top of their game.
Got you.
Woo! So that is going to be my experience for Bridge Day 2022. As you can see, the day ended at 3 o'clock. And then after it was over, everybody was waiting for the buses in the middle of the street because once again, they closed off that main road. So it was kind of a madness. As you can see here, I'm trying to film because there wasn't even enough room on the bus for us to sit. There's me and Mateo and everybody on the bus. It was just, everybody was exhausted from jumping today. But overall, that was the Bridge Day 2022. And there's a beautiful sight of the bridge that we jumped off to end the video. Love you guys. Till next time. Peace.